Starting with the basics, is it important what we wear in the lodge? Many people do not think so, and many Grand Lodges have made no pronouncements on a dress code. A few of the oldest Grand Lodges, such as the United Grand Lodge of England, the Grand Lodge of Scotland, and the Grand Lodge of Massachusetts, do have a dress code. But in hotter countries such as the Philippines and the state of Hawaii, Masons only wear shirts. In my English mother lodge, we wear a dark suit like this with black tie and white gloves. And the reason for this is because we're in mourning. We're mourning the loss of our Grand Master Hiram Abiff. So we dress as if we're going to a funeral. On the United Grand Lodge of England's website, it even stipulates that the black tie cannot have decoration. So why the white gloves? Some say their use is similar to the lambskin apron, that they are an emblem of purity and innocence. Albert Mackey says, the symbolism of the gloves, it will be admitted, is in fact but a modification of that of the apron. They both signify the same thing. Both are allusive to a purification of life. As it says in the Bible, who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Or who shall stand in his holy place? He that hath clean hands and a pure heart. The apron may be said to refer to the pure heart, and the gloves to the clean hands. Both are significant of purification, of that purification which was always symbolized by the ablution, which preceded the ancient initiations into the sacred mysteries. I believe that it is that, and more. If you read Josephus, you will see that the temple of Solomon was very careful not to be defiled. We also see this still in Buddhist, Shinto, and Taoist temples, where we have to wash our hands before entering. This small purification ritual was to clean away any energy that you may have come in contact with, such as touching meat, the equivalent of touching a dead animal. But in the lodge, it is difficult to set up a hand basin, so I believe that a compromise was reached so that members could wear gloves instead of washing their hands. Many Grand Lodges require officers to wear black ties or bow ties and white gloves, but often they don't, and even Grand Lodge officers don't wear black ties. A few years ago, I attended the annual communication of a certain Grand Lodge where the inner guard was wearing a completely yellow suit. I'd like to think that in England, that brother would not have been allowed into the building, let alone into the Grand Lodge. But times change, and this relaxation of a dress code may be a sign of those changes. Is a dress code important? Personally, I believe it is. Firstly, it is an insult for those that actually do change into dark clothes, mourning or tuxedo, when another brother comes in recreational clothes, so to speak. Secondly, it gives a bad impression to visitors who think that if the lodge can't be bothered to dress correctly, then they can't be bothered to start on time, they can't be bothered to learn their parts, they can't be bothered to prepare a proper harmony, and so members just can't be bothered to turn up. It's a Rassenkaidan. Yeah. The worshipful master of the lodge sets the tone for the lodge. If he turns up wearing trainers, then everybody thinks that's okay. A brother will find it difficult to ask the worshipful master to dress appropriately. So what should be done? I believe it's up to the Grand Lodge to impose the rules that it has drawn up. That's their job. And if they haven't drawn up a dress code, they need to. You cannot expect to play Monday morning quarterback by complaining about a lack of standards and a decreasing membership. There need to be regular inspections by the Grand Lodge. The way you present yourself is, as a Mason, is the public's opinion of what Masonry is. Simply said, a smart sailor makes a smart ship. We have this sign posted around the Tokyo Masonic Center to remind us of this fact. Thank you.